R&B Money.
I thought I was going to be an entertainment lawyer. And it wasn't until I met Hit Boy on MySpace in like 2004. I was interning at Jive at the time, and he thought maybe I was an A&R because my occupation said I worked at Jive.
Yeah.
At what capacity? Who cares?
Who cares? They'll never know.
They'll never know.
He didn't
Right,
know.
they'll never know.
Right.
And he posted something on the Carrie Hilson's page, like the clutch, like, it was a big thing for me. I was like, I wanted to be part of the clutch, you know. So I saw him post under Carrie's page, do you want to write to this beat? And I was like, send it to me. And then he sent me a whole pack. I was like, oh, this nigga is dope.
Yeah.
This is Hit Boy in Fontana at his mama's house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This
So
way
is this before
Polo.
Surf Club?
This is during, I guess, Surf Club was always their thing. I adapted it because I became the first, female in Surf Club. But this was, And then
Chasing Cash.
V-Car, like, shout out to Surf Club, gang. And so he sent me a pack of beats, and I was like, yo, these are fire. So I was like, how can I met this guy named Corey who became my artist. Mind you, I'm 19, so I'm my artist.
Yeah,
but I would bring him up to the office, and I dress him up, and we'll write.
Dress him up? Oh, shit. Wait, y'all would go through his fits before y'all went up there? Like, hey, I'm going to need you
this
to...
is what you going to wear.
Yeah.
And we going to take a meeting with Memphis or Mark Pitts or whoever I thought I was going to get him a deal with.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we was writing the Hit Boys beats.
And you in New York at this point. Yeah.
Yep. And so he went to Five Towns, so he always knew how to like audio engineer. So he would engineer himself, and I would just help write the songs and set up meetings and do whatever we were doing. I was 19 at the time, 19, 20.
Oh, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
This is great.
Do you know at this time that you're good at it, or I'm just having a good time?
I'm really just moving forward. Like, I had no filter. I just was fearless. You know what I mean? I mean, the fear grew over time after you get in the business for real, and you're like, oh, okay. I'm gonna sit it out.
Yeah.
Had you ever had that moment? Because I had that moment when I first went to LA as an adult. And I had a 10-pack of songs that I had written. And I realized when I got into the studio that I couldn't fuck with them niggas that was playing the records for me. I was like,
Take that CD.
Yeah. They like, yo, you want to play something? No.
I'm gonna sit it out.
No. I literally had that moment where I was like, oh, okay. I got to go get to work because they're better than me and I don't like it.
And I don't like that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, so did you, as a writer, did you have that moment early on or was it?
You know what? I never had that feeling. I was more like just scared of the people.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, my first disappointment was kind of like derailing, you know what I mean, a little bit. When I came, my first time in LA, I don't want to mention who the producer was because we cool now and I love you, but you know, so he flew me out to LA to work on, I forget, some Interscope project, whatever. But I was in the midst of, negotiating a publishing deal, and he left me out in LA, and I had literally dropped out of college, went to Atlanta, was on my grind and, trying to get a publishing deal because I didn't want to go home empty-handed to my mom. Because she'd have been like, okay, so bring your ass back and go re-register in school.
Right.
So he brought me out to LA and literally I was down to my last. I didn't have money because I was, fresh out of college. I used all my savings and I didn't want to call my mom for help. I was like, and they were calling me on the phone to get out of the hotel. They were like, yeah, no.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I didn't have a ticket back. I didn't have any hotel fare. And I didn't know nobody in LA. It was my first time there. And I'm like 21, 22 at this time. And so I remember that I had a friend named Malaku that I met in New York. And he lives in LA, but I only ever saw him in New York. So I called him like, hey, boo.
Hey, boo.
Hey, boo. I'm kind of stranded and I need a place to stay. I thought it was going to be a couple of days. It turned into a whole month. And thank God, Ethiopia, she called me and was like, we're going to do the deal directly through Universal and not through this other person. And I'm so thankful for Ethiopia. I'm so sorry I took you for granted, E. I love you so much. But yeah,
That's amazing.
That was the derailing
And that's when I met you.
Yeah.
That's when I met you. I met you through Ethiopia.
Yep. She was always a believer.
And I was like, yo, she is special.
I had all this, people thought I was so, disruptive, and I really wasn't.
Well, you was never disruptive to me, so I didn't know any of it. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, after being in it for so long, and then you're like, wait, so I'm running out of this advance money. How does this work? Because
Do we re-up? Like, what do we?
are we gonna?
y'all got some more of that?
Y'all got some
moving
more?
into-
that thing y'all call advance. Y'all got some more of that?
Right. And I'm not knowing, I'm at Record Plant, Chalice, all the studios, not knowing that I'm going to have to pay it back. So I'm like,
you were
wait a
in there
minute.
with your publishing money,
doing
just
that?
getting.
You know how they would book studios.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
what I'm
like,
saying. Oh, yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I had my little advance, but then I was like, yeah, put me at the London, and then put me at the and
Oh, you listen.
I was gonna ask, what did she buy with her advance? I get it now.
Here's the crazy part, right?
Hotels and fly shit.
I never
knew. But I was.
But you were.
I never knew till way later, till I didn't need it, that you could do that with your publishing deal.
Right.
I didn't know you could have
Yeah,
them
the
get
budget
you
in
a
a sense.
studio,
Yeah.
have them get you a hotel, all of these things.
Yeah.
It was just, going to be paid back.
Right.
I didn't know it was not. I'm so glad
You
I
do
didn't
that
know
shit.
it wasn't. I would have went
Strip club and chicken
Are you
fingers on the publishing
kidding
deal?
me? All of it.
I already know what you.
Oh, I went crazy.
You'd have been down
At least
at
you
Sam's.
were working.
You
I
been
went
down at
was
Sam's
working.
downtown LA
like this.
at the Hawk Bra.
Y'all come on back to the studio. I'm working.
It's on me.
It's on me.
It's on me,
On me.
R&B